Hey, English learners, welcome back to Spark and Speak, your favorite place to learn real English, easy English, everyday English, the kind of English you actually use in real life. I am so happy you are here with me today. This is the place where we talk like real people, share real stories, and help you feel comfortable and confident in English. I am not your teacher with a big stick. I am your English friend who truly wants to help you grow. And today is a very important one, because we are going to talk about something that most English learners never figure out on their own, something nobody teaches you in school, but something that completely changes the way you speak English. What is it? We are going to talk about how to think in English, not just speak English, actually think in English. Because here is the truth. Most learners speak slowly. They get stuck. They feel nervous. And it is not because they do not know enough words. It is because of what is happening inside their head. Okay, let me ask you something. Imagine this. You are in your city. Maybe you are at a social event, a work party, a neighbor's house, a school meeting, and someone comes to you. They smile. They say, "Hey, what did you do this weekend?" Simple question, right? But what happens next? Your brain goes, click, pause, silence. You know what you did. You went to the supermarket, you watched a movie, you had friends over, but suddenly the words are not there. Your heart beats fast, your hands get a little sweaty. You say, I was at the house. And you know your English is better than that. You know it. But in that moment, you could not get it out. Why? Because you were translating. Inside your head, you thought in your language first. Then you tried to find the English words. And by the time you found the right words, the moment was already gone. This is the translation trap, and almost every English learner falls into it. The good news? You can escape it. You can train your brain to think directly in English. Not perfectly, not immediately, but step by step. And that is exactly what we are going to do today. 5 steps. That is all you need. Step 1. Understand the translation trap. All right. Step 1. Let us understand why translation is the problem. When you translate, your brain does a lot of extra work. First, it thinks in your language. Then it finds the English version of those words. Then it checks the grammar. Then it tries to say it. That is 4 steps for every single sentence. A native speaker does 0 steps. They just speak. The words just come. Now, you cannot skip to 0 steps overnight. That is not realistic. But here is something very real. The more English you have stored in your brain as phrases, not just single words, the faster your mouth can move. Think about it. In your own language, you do not think word by word. You think in whole chunks. How are you? I am tired. Let us go. These are not 4 separate words in your brain. They are one idea, one chunk. The goal is to do the same in English. Instead of storing good plus morning as 2 separate words, you store good morning as one ready-to-go phrase. Instead of storing tired and very and I and am separately, you store I am exhausted as one ready chunk. This is how real English works. In chunks. In phrases. And here is something that surprised researchers. Around 80% of everyday conversation is made up of fixed phrases and patterns, not new creative sentences, just the same chunks used again and again. So you do not need to be creative every time. You just need a collection of good chunks. Open loop. And here is the thing. The next step is even more important because it changes what you do every single day. Step 2. Label your world in English. Step 2. Very simple, very practical, and you can start doing it today. Label your world in English. What does that mean? When you see something, your first thought should be the English word, not your language word, the English word. You wake up in the morning, you look at your phone. Instead of thinking the word from your language, you say in your head, phone. You go to the kitchen, coffee, bread, cup, window, chair, window, chair. You drive to work, traffic, road, bus stop, crosswalk. You arrive at the office, desk, computer, colleague, meeting room. Now this seems too easy, almost silly, right? But this is how babies learn language. They see a dog. They hear dog, 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 dog. After a while, when they see a dog, they do not translate. They just think dog. You want to do the same thing. A brilliant trick. Change your phone language to English. Change your phone language to English. Change your computer to English. Every time you read a menu in a cafe, read it in English. Every time you see a sign, say the English word in your head. You are surrounding yourself with English labels. And slowly, when you see a cup of coffee, your brain will go to coffee before it goes to anything else. And here is something surprising. Studies show that people who think in a second language sometimes make slightly different decisions, because the language itself changes how your brain processes the thought. English is not just words. It is a different way of seeing the world. Open loop, label your world. And now, let me tell you what comes next. Because step 3 is where real fluency lives. Step 3. Think in phrases, not single words. Step 3. Think in phrases, not in single words. Now it is time to collect your favorite everyday phrases and use them. Let me give you 5 beautiful, natural phrases I want you to start using today. I am not one to means this is not usual for me, not typical for me. Example: I am not one to complain, but this coffee is really cold. It has been one of those days. You say this when everything went wrong. The bus was late. You spilled your coffee. Nothing went right. Example: I missed my alarm, forgot my keys, and it rained all day. It has been one of those days. I'm trying to keep it simple. Means you do not want to make things complicated. You want things easy and calm. Example: I'm trying to keep it simple this week. Just work, rest, and a short walk. By the time I got home. A time phrase that connects 2 things happening together. What was happening when you arrived? Example: by the time I got home, I was completely exhausted. I just crashed on the sofa. Turns out, used when something happened that was a little surprising. You are telling the conclusion. Example: I thought the meeting would be boring. Turns out it was actually really interesting. Now, these 5 phrases. Practice them today. Say them out loud. Say them in the mirror. Say them to yourself on the bus. Use them in a sentence about your life. Not a textbook sentence, your real life. Because when a phrase connects to something real in your life, your brain remembers it forever. But when a phrase is just a textbook example, your brain forgets it in 3 days. Open loop. I have one more step after this. And this one is the most underrated thing you can do to think in English. Let me tell you. Step 4. Narrate your day in English. Step 4. This is the game changer. Narrate your day in English. In your head. You know that little voice in your head? Right now, that little voice in your head. Right now, that voice is probably in your language. But what if you could slowly move that voice into English? This is what fluent speakers do. Their inner voice is in English. When something happens, they think about it directly in English. not another language first. Directly. Start very small. Just one sentence about what you are doing right now. I am making coffee. I am getting on the bus. I am waiting for my friend. This traffic is so hectic today. Hectic means busy and a little chaotic. Everything is moving fast. Nothing feels calm. Example, what a hectic morning. It has been such a hectic week at work. Then, little by little, make your inner narration more complex. Add more phrases. Tidy up, to organize and clean a space, to make it look neat. Example, I need to tidy up my apartment before my guests arrive. A get-together. A small, casual, informal gathering of friends or family. Not a big party, just a few people. Example, we had a little get-together on Saturday. It was so nice. Socially exhausted, tired not from physical activity, but from being around people for too long. Your social battery is empty. Example, after the conference I was completely socially exhausted. I just needed quiet. Crashed means you sat or lay down and completely stopped. Too tired to do anything, you just rested. Example, I crashed on the sofa the moment I got home. I did not move for 2 hours. Head out, head home. To start going somewhere, head out equals leave a place. Head home equals start going home. Example, I am heading out now. The bus comes in 5 minutes. It's time to head home. Bond with someone. To build a closer relationship. To feel more connected with someone. Example, it was such a good opportunity to bond with my colleagues outside of work. Catch my breath. To take a short moment to recover and gather yourself, not literally breathing, a figurative pause. Example, after the meeting, I just needed 5 minutes to catch my breath. Me, time spent doing something just for yourself. No work, no giving to others, just what you love. Example, I finally had some me time this weekend. I read a book and had a long bath. Now try this. Today, just today. Every time you do something, say one sentence about it in English. Inside your head, just one sentence. You wake up, good morning. It is a cold day today. You make breakfast. I am going to keep it simple, just toast and coffee. You leave the house, time to head out. The bus comes in 5 minutes. You sit at your desk. This morning was hectic. I need a moment to catch my breath. Do this for 1 week, just 1 week, and I promise you, you will notice a change. Your brain starts reaching for English first. Translation gets slower. English gets faster. Open loop, but I have one more step. And this one is the hardest, not because of grammar, but because of something inside you. Let me tell you. Step 5. Speak before you are ready. Each, every, either, either. Step 5. Speak before you are ready. This is the one most learners skip, because it is uncomfortable, because it feels scary, because you think you need to know more before you can speak. But here is the truth. There is no magic level of English where you will suddenly feel ready. That feeling never comes on its own. The only way to feel ready is to speak, to make mistakes, to keep going. Let me give you a real example. Someone asks you, "What did you do last weekend?" Instead of panicking, instead of translating, instead of saying, "I was at the house," what if you said this? Sample response to practice. "Oh, last weekend was pretty hectic actually. I had a little get-together at my place on Saturday. Some friends came over. We had good food, good conversation. By the time everyone headed home, I was completely socially exhausted. I just crashed. But it was worth it. It was really nice to bond with people." That response is not perfect English, but it is real English. It is the kind of English that makes people smile, nod, and feel like you are someone they want to talk to. You do not need a perfect sentence. You need a human sentence. And one more thing about speaking before you are ready. In your ideal world, English comes out perfectly, easy, natural, smooth. But in the real world, good enough is actually great. Every time you try, every time you push yourself to speak, you get closer to that ideal. In my ideal world, used to describe your dream or goal, something you wish was true but may not be yet. Example, in my ideal world, I would speak English with complete confidence. I am getting there. Quick grammar boost. Each thram. Myths. Each, every, and either. Neither. Before we finish this lesson, I want to give you two grammar tips that come up constantly in real English conversations, and most learners mix these up. Each versus every. Each focuses on individuals, one by one. Every focuses on the whole group together. Example, she greeted each guest personally. One by one, every guest at the party was from a different country, the whole group. In daily life, I make coffee every morning. General habit, the whole group of mornings, I said good morning to each person in the office. One by one, individually, teether versus neither. Either is for a positive choice between two options. Neither means both options are not possible. Example, do you want tea or coffee? Either is fine. Neither cafe nor park is open. Let us stay home. In conversation, we can meet on Monday or Tuesday. Either works for me. Neither of those days is good for me. What about Thursday? I tried both restaurants. I liked neither. They were both disappointing. Remember, teethra, yes, one of these. Neithra, knew none of these. Simple. Okay, let us recap everything we talked about today, because there was so much good stuff in this episode. Step 1. Understand the translation trap. Store phrases as chunks, not single words. Chunks make you faster. Step 2. Label your world in English. Change your phone. Think the English word when you see something. Build automatic English connections. Step 3. Think in phrases. Use today's collection. I am not one too. It has been one of those days. Turns out, by the time I got home, I am keeping it simple. Step 4. Narrate your day in English. Move that inner voice. Use hectic, get together, tidy up, bond, socially exhausted, crashed, head out, catch my breath, me time. Step 5. Speak before you are ready. Human sentences are better than silent perfect sentences. In your ideal world, English is perfect. In the real world, real English is enough. Grammar reminder. For individuals, every for the whole group, either for a positive choice between two, neither for no choice from two. You are not translating anymore. You are not translating anymore. You are thinking. You are speaking. You are doing it. Before I let you go, I want to say something. The fact that you are here, listening to this, trying to grow, trying to speak better English, that means something. Not everyone does this. You are someone who is choosing to improve every day, step by step. And that is something to be proud of. What was your weekend like? Try to describe it in English using today's phrases. Just a few sentences. Hectic? A get-together? Me time? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this episode helped you, please subscribe to Spark and Speak. We are here every week with real English, everyday English, the kind of English you actually use in your real life. Click subscribe, click that bell, and come back for more. And next time, we are going to talk about something that will completely change how you describe your feelings in English. Words that most textbooks never teach you. Words that will make people stop and say, wow, your English sounds so natural. You do not want to miss that one. I will see you next time. Take care and keep speaking.